Welcome back, legends. Today we'll be watching my favourite episodes of Once Upon a Time from season 1. I'm really excited about this. It's a video I've been thinking about doing for like the longest time, but I've never gotten to it. And I'm happy I'm finally getting to it because I feel like October was in the way, that was spooky season. Now is the perfect time. It's the only time I'm going to get to do this video this year and I can't wait. Today we'll be watching 4 of my favourite episodes. So first up we have Snowfalls, that's season 1 episode 3. Then we have The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, season 1 episode 7. After that I have Hat Trick, season 1 episode 18. And finally I have An Apple Red as Blood, season 1 episode 21. They're all my favourite episodes from season 1. I recently rewatched season 1 because to me, season 1 of Once Upon a Time cannot fault the show. It was perfection. And the only thing that wasn't perfect about it was that Hook wasn't in this season, but that's the only way I can fault them. I would just give everything up for this season. It was perfection. TV, cinematic history. Whilst you're there, if you do want to subscribe, please do hit that down below. I'd really appreciate it. It would help me out. If you want to support this channel further, you can also check out my Patreon, that's down below. And socials. Don't forget to check me out on my socials. Instagram and Letterboxd are both at Rebecca Rose with an X over the first E, and Twitter is at Rebecca Rose with an X over the second E. I think that's it. Oh, I love this show so much. It was so fantastical and fairy tale-esque and everything my heart desired. It was so good, especially season 1. Cannot stress that enough. I'm gonna have to rewatch season 2 because Hook.
What do you think of the view, my dear?
I've seen better.
Oh, it's Catherine. Honestly, she wasn't that bad. The show makes her out to be bad, but at the heart of it, not really.
Show your face, you coward. You're a girl.
Woman. Yeah, she corrected him. Go boss.
Wherever you are, I will find you.
Oh, I love it. A romance for the ages. The way they looked at each other.
True love. I want it all.
Imagine if Henry just like took out his breathing tube. He was gonna reach over and just surprise.
We know who they are. No, they have to know.
Henry was wise beyond his years. No one listened to Boise and he pays for that by the end.
And him. He has a very active imagination, which is the point. I can't talk him out of his beliefs, so we need to show him.
I love how this
What he says, and
backfires.
then maybe, just maybe,
Oh,
he'll see
you
the
dumb
fairy tales are just
pooters.
that. As the prince chased the thief on horseback through the treasure.
These two being married in real life, my heart. That's just everything. Real life Snow White and Prince Charming.
Where they knew, no matter how they were separated,
He's gonna reach for you,
they
girlie.
would always.
I would have jumped out my skin. She handled it so well. I'd have been like, ooh, we sure it's not spooky season?
You, dozed off. Perhaps you imagined it.
No, I didn't imagine anything.
I don't like this budget Neil Patrick Harris gaslighter. It is definitely not
Wait for it.
legendary.
Said he grabbed her. There was a slight fluctuation in brain activity.
And he was his volunteer.
Mary Margaret Blanchard.
She was ready to yeet that phone across her room. I know her blood was boiling. I loved Regina though. I still do. What an icon.
I told you I'd find you. No matter what you do, I will always find you.
Honestly, that little inside joke line thing is kind of sinister. I will always find you. Okay, Liam Neeson.
I have a name, you know.
Don't care. Charming.
Isn't his name like James?
Now-
If your name's is James, you may as well take Charming. 'Cause no offense to the Jameses out there, but bland. Especially if you're a fairy tale character. Imagine being called James. That's such a slap to the face.
He woke up. What?
I knew it.
I mean, he
They're
didn't wake
such
up.
dumb pooters.
He grabbed my hand.
He's remembering.
Oh, this is so funny. But I love it so much. Half of this commentary is just going to be me saying I love it because I do. This is one of my favourite shows ever, especially season 1. Did you get that by now? I'm not sure.
Is it John Doe? Is he okay?
Oh, we have missed it. 50 Shades of Grey. I stalked a woman man here. It's like how Robert Pattinson said that people only method act when they're playing like rude characters. Something along those lines. The mind of a legend.
Some of adversaries into a form that's easily squashed.
Why didn't you use it on me?
Because you're not worth it.
We love to hear it.
So more isolated.
I love Snowbird. She must have been a little musty and dusty and crusty. You know, if you're living in the forest, I'm not too sure. I don't know. There isn't like deodorant out there. They do have lakes. She could go for a little bath. But right now, wow, their love was true because she could have been so musty right now and he still loved her.
She blames me for ruining her life.
Did you?
Yes.
Yes.
Self-aware queen. Oh, I was gonna say, you kind of did ruin her life. A tad, you know? Like, let's not lie. But at least she acknowledges it. You did. You played a big part in ruining her life. Regina wasn't so crusty until you came into her life, let's be honest. He's so stupid. That water is so shallow. It didn't even cover his body and he's pretending he's being swept away. Just stand up.
There's nowhere to hide.
Sorry, I'm not scared of someone that has weeds growing out of their heads. Oh, I love this little motif they always played over the top of whenever like Snow and Prince would save each other. It's so whimsical. You saved me.
You saved me.
Seemed like the honorable thing to do.
That's the look of love.
You ready?
What?
My jewels.
But their chemistry in both scenarios, in their real world and in our world, oh, so good. Unmatched. Amazing.
Snow White.
They can already close their mouths, these trolls. Imagine the amount of flies they would catch daily. I don't know why. That's what I thought, but, you know, my mind.
Follow me. I don't know the forest
Oh,
like I
you
do.
dumb Peter. And she goes back for him, but she has to hesitate. I love how she hesitated. He wasn't the main priority. There was some internal battle there. Do I, don't I? I guess. If I must.
You saved me.
It's the honorable thing to do.
Ooh. Not them two like having a back and forth.
It's James.
It's nice to meet you, James.
They really did him dirty. You live in a fantasy world and your name is James. He really got the short end of the stick. Ah, shucks. That's no place to take a nap. Ah, he's stupid. Does Henry add like a little line about True Love's kiss here? Because, I mean, now's not the time, but he is right.
She did it. She did it. She woke him up.
Okay, he doesn't say it outright. But yay, saving lives. Mary Margaret, national hero.
We got it from here.
Budget Neil Patrick Harris again. Don't need this man's energy on my screen. He was shifty.
David? David, is that you?
This plot twist threw us all through a loop when we first saw this. We were slapped in the face left and right.
Who's that?
His wife.
I got chills from that moment still. The writers. They were really on it. Season 1. Season 1 praise never ends because it doesn't deserve to end. Season 1 was immaculate.
If you need anything,
You'll find me.
always.
I almost believe that.
Oh, their chemistry was so good. casting director, whoever did this, bravo.
If he didn't like things, he could leave, and he did. And I didn't stop him.
Not gonna lie though, Catherine here was put in a difficult situation. The audience aren't supposed to like her, but upon rewatching, I don't dislike this woman. She was not in the wrong at all. Is that an unpopular opinion? It's the truth.
His first instinct was to go find something, I guess.
Or someone. The side eye Regina gave him, she was like, please shut up. I love how her downfall is the son she chose to adopt. Like the one person she brings in from the outside world. And he is her downfall. He outs her again and again. Oh, Henry, what a legend.
I think it's rather strange you've been his emergency contact all these years.
Regina was eating this up. Look at her face. What amazing acting though. She really nailed the whole evil queen, but make it subtle.
So bask in the moment, dear.
Oh, this was a painful scene.
Were it not for you two, they would have lived their lives completely alone.
She really rubbed it in their faces. His side eye. Mary, why are you still standing there? I get it, they're true loves, but in this universe, come on, move alongside girly. But also, I'm glad she didn't. When I first watched this, I was glad she didn't. And she has the ring. I forgot about that. That's the end of my first favourite episode of season 1. Next up we have season 1 episode 7, and The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. My guy Graham's like main episode, and last. But I'm a tad hungry, so I'm gonna go get some food. Then we'll regroup, and I'll be back. Go get some snacks, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh my god, this was the definition of a simp, that man. That man is a simp. A big simp. He had no respect for himself.
What the hell? You could have hit me.
I never miss.
Bruh, he took such a chance. Look at men and their egos. Sit down.
I feel I can tell you one thing. You're not getting it with me.
Hell yeah, Emma. Legend. Emma was so cool. I still to this day want to be Emma. With her cool leather jackets.
Yes, why?
My god, this man is such a mess. He just complains about his relationship with Regina, and then here he is. Causing your own problems, sir.
What is it?
The most intense dream. I was in the woods hunting and I killed a deer.
He's saying this around the wrong person. She's gonna eliminate you. Shut up. She was ready. Her eyes were like snipers.
I think I've seen the wolf before.
Girlie's like, we got an issue. I need to silence him.
From David?
No. Dr. Whale.
Why would Dr. Whale?
Musty dusty Neil Patrick Harris budget knockoff
I
man.
know, it's a disaster. Emma, that wall of yours, it may keep out pain, but it also may keep out love.
Look at her mumsy dearest coming through with the advice. I love how they still had that relationship even though neither of them knew who the other one was to them.
Just a few hours ago. Did you see anything?
Don't kill me, but good old Rumpelstiltskin here. Mr. Gold. Dilf. Am I wrong? I know my cousin would agree with me. Hi, Megan. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's perfect.
Wait, why would...
Bring him to me.
Oh, because he said he doesn't like people. But she wanted someone heartless, and an animal lover isn't exactly heartless. Questionable moment from the Queen there. A very big dumb pooter moment.
I think we know each other. Not from Storybook.
From where then?
Another life.
It's so tragic that he gets close to being onto something, but then everyone kind of shoots him down in the end because you would. But it's so tragic for our guy Graham, who deserved better.
My prey is beloved by all the kingdom. I need someone who won't be blinded by that. Someone without compassion.
She chose wrong. Girlie, you chose an animal lover. He literally just devoted his whole heart to the animal, the wolf. You think he's heartless? She wasn't really thinking, was she?
Do you remember when we met?
Oh my god, they really made Graham look so dishevelled in this episode. And I know he was, but Boise did not look good on his way out, did he?
Without fail, every one of my father's men has offered me condolences. Except you.
You rude pooter. Oh, I really spat. That's disgusting. I'm musty crusty.
You're going to kill me.
You have good instincts.
And you have too much armor.
Oh, I love the close-ups on his face. There was something kind of comedic about it. Maybe I don't take this actor seriously. Maybe that's what it is.
Be with what?
It's about your book. Am I in it?
This was probably Henry's favourite day in his whole life. Someone finally wants to see his book. Someone finally believes him. Oh, that's tragic that that's a first for him. Look at him with his theatrics. Did he really have to do that? He was so dramatic. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to give a little fright. There was no need to be so dramatic. Never mind. Like the poor woman.
No, Graham, you're not fine. You just went to see a 10-year-old for help.
He's the only one making any sense.
What's going on?
Finally, someone said it. Henry faced so much disrespect. The poor boy. I get why. I really do, but still. It was so frustrating watching the show when you grew up because you knew Henry was right, but no one believed him. And you were like, please just believe our guy.
Listen to me, Graham. You have a heart. I can prove it.
It would have been so cool if she went to feel his heart but couldn't find a pulse. I was quaking when she said that.
Beating. It's real.
Is it? Oh, I wish she couldn't feel a thing. Legs of steel. Oh, powerful girl, Emma.
With compassion and a gentle hand. I know what you think you're doing is vengeance.
She hated Snow so much.
With that in mind, I welcome the end.
Nothing Snow did was okay to the Queen.
She had a secret with her, and she couldn't keep it. And that betrayal cost me dearly.
I mean, that is true. But she was also 12 when that happened. So the amount we can blame Snow, yes, we can. But once again, 12. What do you expect? If I was him, I would have yeeted myself out of there so quickly. I wouldn't have waited around to see what the Queen was going to figure out. I'd have been on my way. Adios.
What are you doing here?
Bringing flowers to my father's grave like I do every Wednesday.
Regina was so annoying. She always had a reason for being somewhere. She always had an answer. She was kind of always one step ahead.
It was nothing.
You don't look well, dear.
You never say that to someone's face.
Oh, I don't want to go.
You're looking rough. You've had bad days. I would never show face in public again.
Why is everyone running away from you?
Fight. This whole situation. She henge. Girlie's doing this every other day. She really gets her workouts in. I admire her for that.
I wanted a heart, and a heart I shall have.
Miss, this feels like a violation at the minimum.
You're not mine. My pet.
She really made him like a sex slave. I can't say it, my parents are in the house. I make the same noises on the toilet, so he's not special.
Take him to my bedchamber.
That went over my head when I was younger, but now... why there of all places?
What?
Aww. Poor Emma, she finally opens up that wall. And then look how she gets paid.
You okay?
I remember.
And then he is eliminated. I wish he said something like Henry was right, but they let us like lean on to this because we know he's about to.
Thank you.
I mean, I guess if we take away anything, at least he is knowing who he truly was. It's not funny. It's the way he fell. Also, these are fictional characters, so don't call me heartless. Next up, we have Hat Trick, episode 17. It's one of my favourites because, one, I love the plot of it, but also Sebastian Stan. 12-year-old me, the Winter Soldier. That was my everything. Since then, everything he does, I love. And he happened to be in this show, so that really made my heart burst when I was younger, and it still does. And I love the episode, and I love his character in it. So, here we go. Episode 17, Hat Trick. Wow, look at Disney Plus actually going back to the beginning when it shows that I finished an episode rather than going to the credit scene. Anyone else have that same issue with Disney Plus? Because if you do, let me know. Mood. Oh yes, Mary Margaret was an outlaw on the run. Wow. It's ironic that Emma was the one with the Ted Bundy car. And yet we pick up like his little double on the road here. Although I don't like comparing, never mind, that's a bad comparison. He was nothing like him. It's all my... Look at the eyeliner.
Hope you find it.
Thank you.
Oh,
You are hurt.
you shifty man.
No, let me drive you. I insist.
This is why I have trust issues. This is why I'm sorry, but if someone was out there doing this, I probably wouldn't stop. And I get it, that's also a problem with the world, but then some people abuse the whole system. I miss this man's long hair, because in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he's got like a lot shorter hair. I get it, but look at his head of hair.
I'd like to say you're looking well, Jefferson, but I'd be lying. Poverty doesn't suit you.
What are you doing here, Regina?
Rude. He's looking fine, I promise you that much. His looks have never been his worry, okay?
You don't abandon family. That's what she deserves.
Oh, they were really up in each other's faces, hot breath and all. Man was out here in a mansion. Look at this fine real estate. I'd gladly be kidnapped. Take me away.
Here, wait.
See, people might be like sitting here thinking, oh, she's stupid, but it's sad we think that of people that are just being nice. In an ideal world, I know we don't live in one, but in an ideal world, you'd be able to help someone without worrying that you're going to be like kidnapped or eliminated.
Route 6 runs the boundary of the forest, so...
I remember though, I knew something was up when he didn't take a sip of the tea. And when that little drum bit hit. Oh.
Need you some air.
He's like, you'll live.
You live.
Oh.
Oh.
That.
Oh, that creeped me out when he did that though. Drama. Sebastian Stan. I mean, I'd faint too if I met him, so relatable stuff, really. Was that real makeup? I wonder if it was, how long it took. Because that looks hefty. This is an example of someone using their 3 brain cells to their full extent. This is why Emma was always so iconic. Alright, Joe Goldberg. Are the neighbours the same people that we find out are looking after her at the end of the episode? Because if so, that would be really cool. But we don't really get a good enough look at them for me to tell. This reveal 1,000,000 times. Oh, it was so well done. There was no thought in my mind that there was someone else being held captive here, let alone Mary Margaret.
After you!
Sly bitch. Talking about union when she knows full well she's about to leave this man behind.
And his book of stories, the ones that you choose to ignore. Maybe if you knew what I know, you wouldn't.
See, they made this man look mad, but he was speaking facts. Sure, the way he handled the situation wasn't the best. But, like, you know, no need for the gun. But I'd go a bit insane too. If I knew there was another world that I belonged to and we were stuck in this one. Taxes.
You're insane.
It breaks my heart every time she refuses to believe.
You're the only one that can do this.
He was so close he could smell her conditioner. Back up, please, sir. Back up. I know you're Sebastian Stan and all, but personal space.
The Mad Hatter is in Alice in Wonderland, a book I actually read.
Stories.
He says this thing here,
Stories.
which I love because everything...
What's a story?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you read about it perchance in a book? How's that any less real than any other book?
Oh, I love that. I love that idea.
You and your friend are not leaving here until you make my hat. Until you get it to work.
Emma was so strong. If a man told me I had to get a hat to work and be magical, I would know my time is up. I would have sat there and cried. I'd have been like, it's just not gonna happen. I can't. But Emma handled it like a champ. She just went for it. Like, I still would have tried, but I would have cried.
You knew only 2 can go through the hat.
Oh, he looks so hot.
Which is why you didn't tell me.
If you truly cared for your daughter, you never would have left her in the first place.
So rude. This Queen of Hearts, the Once Upon a Time universe Queen of Hearts, she was alright, lacked the energy I need. I just feel like nothing can really top the Tim Burton, Helen Bonham Carter, Queen of Hearts. Because even that line delivery, I get it, they probably wanted to go for like the subtle whisper being so sinister, but it wasn't. It just gave me, it was like, give me nothing, girl.
It's hard enough to live in a land where you don't belong, but knowing it, holding conflicting realities.
I swear, every time I rewatch this episode, I just love Jefferson more. I wish we got to see him more, because we only see him like twice in this whole show. Disrespectful.
You say it's true. That woman in the other room is my mother.
She is. Emma was so close to cracking the code.
More than anything in the world.
But she refuses to. But I love how we really build up the tension until the final like end point of this season, because it makes you really want her to finally believe. And I love that they drew it out for the whole season for her to like not believe.
Crazy son of a bitch.
We were so close, Emma. But okay, he put the hat on for dramatic effect. Some of these characters really like their theatrics. First we had the Huntsman, now we have Jefferson.
Off of his head.
I mean, come on, seeing that scar, connect the dots, but I know it's a lot to believe in, but still. So does that part indicate that the hat finally worked? I hope so for our guy. I need to stop doing this. It's an issue. I keep doing it every 2 seconds. This show built up these tense moments so well. Like the subtle detail of just not seeing the sheriff's car there, you start to panic. You're like, oh my god, she's not going to be there. But bam. Haha. Stay pressed.
Henry, do you have your storybook with you?
This moment gave me so much hope when Emma finally asked for the storybook and was finally connecting the dots. But she still doesn't. Like, come on, I know the cogs are turning, girly. Like, come on. The resemblance in these photos, they're uncanny. Bam, another one done. With the iconic Sebastian Stan. Next up, we have my final favourite episode of season 1. And that is season 1, episode 21, An Apple Red as Blood.
Took our love and ripped it apart!
And now you're gonna pay!
Yes, David, give us no energy. Oh my god, Sebastian Stan? He's in this one too? If he is, my mind. Look at me picking 2 of my favourites being him in it. I'm a genius.
But you're a hero. You can't run. You have to help everybody.
Henry, I know it's hard for you to see it, but I'm doing what's best for you.
I'm not gonna lie, this part was out of line on Emma's part. She's really messy by taking him away from his adoptive mother who has the rights.
You appear to have had quite the adventures.
This man has somehow stayed old throughout almost all his career. I don't remember a time when this man wasn't old. He's in Dynasty. He was in Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and he was also in something else, and he's been old the entire time. Oh, the apples are going mouldy. Time to run. Oh my god, does she bake Emma a pie with one of the mouldy apples? Is that why Henry crumples at the end? Because it was mouldy. Imagine there was no poison in it, it was just a mouldy apple. See that little detail there where she puts, oh, but that's because she's trying to get Jefferson's attention. Never mind. I was like, oh, she's being all cutesy, you know, with the little girl, making sure she's looked after, giving her like something from her home. But no, she was just trying to get Jefferson. Regina. She gets better as the seasons go though. Like, I love her as the seasons go. I even loved her in season 1. It was a love-hate relationship. Like, you just have to respect, 1, the style icon, but 2, the hustle.
So you don't want people to rely on you, but you took your son. Now that sounds like a stable home for him.
Ooh, Snow White was furious. I love when she really pulled through these mum moments. It was just in her nature, because that was her daughter. It was so well done. Oh my god, she's praising season 1 again. Is anyone surprised? No. Sometimes I wish it was just like a standalone, but then I do love Captain Hook and when he comes into it, so looks like we're gonna have to rewatch season 2 as well.
Why is the Queen doing this? I destroyed her happiness. And now she wants to destroy mine.
Not once was she not self-aware. I'll give it to Snow. At least she owned the fact she did destroy the Queen's almost one chance at true love. I feel like the writers in this show really hated Regina though, because I never finished the show, but another person, Robin Hood or whatever, who becomes like her next true love, is eliminated. They didn't want her to have a nice life, did they? They had something against her. Oh my god, it's my man Sebastian! My mind, I'm impressed. Oh, I'm so smart. See, I'm a true fan. I didn't even realise I picked another episode with him in it, but it called to me. Oh wait, so he didn't dive into his hat? He just up and ran that time when he fell out the window. Confirmed? Damn, I was really hoping it was like a proof that his hat worked.
I'm Miss Stealthy.
Snow White's outfit in the forest and when she was running around the woods. Oh, it inspired me to go running around in a forest, and I wanted to live like my best huntsman days. The costume designers, the costume department, pop-off legends.
August, please, I need your help. Emma wants...
I loved this guy. He was mysterious, and he was also a man with a mission, and the way he looked didn't hurt, okay? His beard, his hair, his face didn't hurt.
All of this. I was right, the curse. It's real.
Hell yeah.
You're a smart kid.
He is.
And
We love seeing Henry get his rightful justice. You know, he's not crazy. Everyone made him feel crazy. He's not.
And with what little time I have left, I want to spend it with my father.
Oh my god, and he helps him in his repair shop and it's so wholesome.
Oh, Henry, but isn't it a good thing that he's spending time with me? I'm his mother.
Yes, you are. And so is Regina.
Yeah, you kind of have to respect that. Woman raised Henry. She was there changing the nappies day in, day out. She was feeding him, taking him to school. And she's not the worst mum. She's the evil queen, but she's been sort of nice to Henry. She never outright harmed him. And you can tell, throughout the whole show, she loves that boy to death.
Do you think that she would ever hurt him?
No. Never.
See, look at our guy Archie standing up for Regina. She's
The queen took me to her palace.
Not to her bedchamber, please. I am traumatized from the bedchamber scene. Ah! And the way he had a flashback. Ah!
I just had to stop you. I have no interest in cleaning tongue marks off my mirror.
Bold of you to say, Missy, when you had the huntsman in your bedchamber. I wonder, I don't. Moving on.
Have you ever heard of a parlay?
Yes. Pirates of the Caribbean.
But this ends today.
We can't let you go.
I'm not asking.
She's a strong, independent woman.
Who's that?
Oh, it's her lost love. I mean, my heart did break for the queen in that episode when you see what Snow did, but then she was 12. She was a dumb pooter that's expected from a 12-year-old. But, I mean, she also messed up big time. But it's a difficult situation. I don't know. Both are in the wrong.
Now what is it we're after?
An apple.
An apple.
This is so fairy tale-esque. It's so great. It's so brilliant. It's so grand. I lived for these moments in this show. I loved when they just really went into it.
Is that a grave?
Oh wait, Snow didn't know until this moment, did she?
What you did? You promised to keep my secret.
She was like 12.
Very young and your mother.
Exactly. Like, I get it though. It's obviously very heartbreaking for the queen, but
You took my father. Haven't we both suffered enough?
No.
her thirst for revenge was never quenched. She just kept going.
Because if you refuse the apple, your prince, your charming, will be killed.
Snow should have let that happen, because I tell you, Mr. Prince Charming, Mr. David here does the bare minimum. The bare minimum. He was an alright character. Nothing against him, but he wasn't my favourite. He was just there. Oh, Regina was so into that bite. Yes, David, give us all the energy. That was very well executed. I love that. Bravo. That really hit the spot, that little transition into the modern time, their time. Oh, that was good. Honestly, if she just gave me the apple as it was, it looked delicious. I would have had it. There would have been no convincing. I don't even have to be hungry. I just eat.
I'm not making any deals with you.
I'm leaving town.
What?
Bruh.
What we're doing is a problem.
Regina could have just like let
And I'm gonna go.
Emma go.
But I have conditions.
But she was messy and still chose to give her the apple pie. Girlie, you literally had it out here.
If we're going to be in each other's lives, it's time we start being cordial.
Would you not find, I mean, I guess I wouldn't, but I was like, would you not find it a little suspicious that she just baked one apple turnover and decides to give it to you? And it was baked at the exact same time you come in the kitchen. My radar would be a little off, but I guess I'd probably still eat it because I'm a hungry bitch. So I'd be poisoned so easily. Oh my god.
Snow's here. I can smell it.
Snow! Snow!
Snow is musty. I told you she's musty.
Tell him sure I don't have to remind you that all magic comes with a price.
Then you can pay it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be your price. It's such a big price, you dumb pooter.
No. You're just scared. This happens to all of you.
If only they listened to Henry, you know, all of this would have been avoided. He's about to pay the ultimate price. It is a story. What even is real? I mean, not time to have a midlife crisis. Everyone relax. Don't have a midlife crisis. Take that with a grain of salt. We're just watching TV together. It's fun. Now's not the time. Relax. We're all good? We're good.
You can't eat that. It's poison.
What?
Don't you see? The deal. It was all a trick to get you to eat that.
Henry's mind. He's such a smart pooter.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Oh my god, this boy is so brave. He's the true hero of this story. But he was so strong. He wasn't believed in this entire show, which really sucks.
You wanna have some ice cream with that? And then we can go back to talking about...
Oh, he was on his way to being eliminated. That brings us to the end of watching all of my favourite episodes of season 1. You've seen me talk enough. It's probably been like half an hour. So I want to go pee. Don't forget to subscribe and check me out on my socials. Highly appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around this long if you did. If you did stick around this long, leave a whatever emoji this is. Okay, cool. We have a deal. It's not magic though, so it doesn't come with a price. Oh my god. Adios. Go pee.